Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the show. How are we all doing? How is everyone doing, man? On this cold, wintry December evening where Liverpool yet again put in a dog crap performance. Lots to talk about, guys. It's so damn beat, man. We didn't even lose the game, and I just feel awful. I just feel it's just terrible, man. Absolutely terrible. I've got K Mac joining me in a bit as well. We're going to chat about everything. There is so much to cover in today's show, guys. What we've got to go through. Yeah, we've got to talk about this front three. I have a theory why this front three don't work, and I'm going to share my theory with everyone today of why this front three don't work. Um, we've got to talk about Sabozalai, just a Hungarian Jordan Henderson right now. Let's face it. So Boslai is just a Hungarian Jordan Henderson right now. There ain't much difference. Gravenberch injured. So Boslai and Gravenberch can't play together. I keep telling everyone they can't play together. Well, eventually someone will listen. Tyro Endo, probably Liverpool's best midfielder today. It's just Diaz, Darwin, Salah. I don't know. Klopp with his tactics and no plan B, like zero plan B, no plan B. Man United having the best chances in the game that weren't from set pieces. You know, Liverpool had chances from set pieces. That's the only time Liverpool had chances today from set pieces. Man United had the better chances in normal play. That's madness. What is going on? The worst Man United 11 I have ever seen put on a team sheet in Premier League history, in my opinion, especially in a Liverpool Man United game. And they had the best opportunities in the game. It's just, it's just, and I keep telling everyone all the time as well. Like everyone keeps telling me, "Oh, we need a DM, Jamie. We need a DM. We need a centre back. We need this. We need that." Do we? Or do we just need better tactics and a better system? You know what we do now. You know, I did talk about in the week that I expected a tight game. We all like, but not this tight. It's just embarrassing. It really is. I'm sick to death. I'm sick to back teeth of this, man. I am sick to the back teeth of these performances. The performances have been. The performances have been terrible all season. All season. And when I told everyone last week, instead of a defender, a centre back, and a defensive midfielder in January, Liverpool should buy a forward. That's what That's why I'm saying it. Forget buying a DM and a centre back. That's not our issue. Our issue is a forward. Our issue is a forward play. We need forwards. We have got no pace up front. Zero pace. No pace on the counter attack at all no more. We need forward players. We need pace up front. We need people who can put the ball in the back of the net. We need a striker that can put a ball in the back of the net. It's as simple as that. I don't think we need to like. You go and look at all our performances this season. It's the cutting edge in all our games that are missing. It's the cutting edge in every single Liverpool game that's missing. It's not a fact that we haven't got a DM. It's the fact that we don't put our chances away. It's that cutting edge at the other end of the pitch. If Liverpool had far better cutting edge at the other end of the pitch today and all season, no one would be talking about a DM. No one. Our attacking movement is terrible. I can't remember the last. Our attacking movement right now is absolutely diabolical. And I don't even think Man United played a low block today. I don't even think Man United played a low block. I just think Man United played defensively well. I don't think they played a low block because they were getting out. You know, Man United were getting out on us. We just can't string passes together. We just can't string passes together, and it's as simple as that. You know, you got Mo Salah at the moment who's playing far too wide. explaining this time and time again. Mo Salah is playing far too wide. He needs to come inside more, but he can't come inside more because you have Darwin Nunez that takes up all the central attacking area and positions. I've been saying this for time now. This Liverpool team can't play with an out-and-out striker. We're not set up for it. Luis Diaz wants to cut inside all the time. Mo Salah wants to cut inside all the time. And Darwin Nunez likes to take up the middle of the pitch because he's a striker. And that's where he wants to be. So what happens? They always get in each other's way. How many times have I got to watch a game of football with Liverpool playing and see Salah, Diaz, and Darwin Nunez, Salah, Darwin Nunez, and Diaz running into each other all the time? They run into each other constantly. All the damn time. Sick of it. No one makes room. Always. Mo's starting position is so wide now because we haven't got a fullback that overlaps. So Mo's starting position is really wide, and then he cuts inside. Luis Diaz's starting position is really wide, and then he cuts inside. When your wingers got starting positions that are really wide and then cut inside, what is the point of having a striker? What is the point of having an out-and-out striker? There ain't none. They're getting each other's way constantly. And then you've got Szoboszlai and Gravenberch just running into Darwin Nunez. It's madness. Our attacking play is awful. Absolutely awful. It's just bad, man. It's just bad. And they're not bad players, but they can't play together. It's as simple as that. I like all three players, but they can't play together because it don't work in this system. It doesn't work. This system doesn't allow to play a striker. It just don't. Because, and here's the reason why I think this is why I think all three strikers are struggling right now. I think this is why we're struggling right now. It's no coincidence that our strikers have been... this front three have been struggling since Darwin Nunez came into the team. Since Darwin Nunez became a legitimate fixture in this front three and was part of the front three, we've been struggling. And it's not Darwin's fault. I'm not going to blame Darwin for the struggle. What I'm saying is, before anyone gets on at me, Liverpool are not set up to play with a striker up front. We are not set up to play with an out-and-out forward up front. Yeah? Our striker... Liverpool's main goal scorer, Liverpool's main striker plays right wing. Because of that, you don't need a striker in the middle. You need a false nine. You need someone that drops back into midfield to open up the space in the 6-yard box. And Mo Salah, when he cuts inside, has more room. Mo Salah cuts inside now, and what happens is, because he cuts inside, and the fullback knows he's going to cut inside now because he hasn't got a full... Because no one overlaps Salah anymore, the fullback is not alerted to run with the overlapper. So Trent was overlapping Mo Salah. Mo would cut inside. He'd wait for Trent to overlap. The fullback would see that Trent's overlapping. So that means he has to move towards Trent or whoever's overlapping, which opens up space in the penalty area. That don't happen no more. So when Mo cuts inside, he's got a right back and a centre back sitting right there, and Darwin's just sitting in the middle of the box waiting for the ball to arrive, and it isn't going to arrive. But if you've got a false nine in that position, what they would do is that they would fall backwards. They would pull back to the edge of the box and take a centre back with him, allowing Mo to cut inside and get goals out. That's what I'm talking about. It's an understanding that these front three don't have. These front three don't have that understanding. That's why I've been asking for Cody Gakpo to play the number 9 role, or Jota when he's back. When Jota is back, either Jota or Gakpo for me have to play the false 9 role, or put Szoboszlai there. If you're going to do anything, put Szoboszlai in the false 9 role. Just do. we need that player. You need a clever. You don't see the way Liverpool play. The way we build up play and we play is that our wingers are not out and out wingers. They're inside forwards. They like to cut inside and get shots off and stuff like that and get into the box and play 1-2 off somebody and make runs off the defender in the box. That's how they like to play. That's the way we build up. You know, they build up from the wide areas. They come inside and everything gets messed up in the middle. There's too many bodies. Salah cuts in, Diaz cuts in. Then you got Gakpo and Szoboszlai. They're running through the middle. Then you got Darwin just sitting there. You got too many bodies, too many people, too many players, and no one makes a run because they all want ball to feet. Salah wants ball to feet. Diaz wants ball to feet. Darwin wants ball to feet. Szoboszlai wants ball to feet. Gravenberch wants ball to feet. No one makes the run. No one makes the run. Nobody. So everyone's coming towards the ball in this tiny area in the middle of the goal, outside the 18-yard box. No one's stretching. No one's making runs. It's so easy to defend against. It should be so... it's so easy to defend against us. And this is the issue. We're easy to set up against. Man United... Guys, they were playing Varane, who's 36 or whatever age he is. They were playing Johnny Evans, who's 35. And out of form, Luke Shaw. Dallow at right back. And we never broke them. Never got past them. No one made a run. No one attacked them. No one took them on. They just played in front of them the whole game. Liverpool's main chances came from set pieces. Set pieces at home to this terrible United side. And people tell me there's not an issue. Darwin hasn't scored in what now? 11 games? 11 games. What we got to do? What we got to do as a fan base now? This is what we got to do as a fan base: is stop protecting players like they're children. We got to stop protecting footballers like they're children. Darwin is not a child. He's a grown man. And he's not performing right now. Yes, I understand people want to protect him and look after him and, you know, and stuff like that because they like him and he's their favourite player or whatnot. But we all got to stop it. He's not performing. You know, there was a bit today when all he had to do was go around the goalkeeper and put it in the back of the net. And what happened? Him and Diaz ran into each other again. It's embarrassing. Darwin gets the ball. He's running on goal. He's just got to go around the goalkeeper and put it in an empty net. And Diaz gets in his way. And they knock each other over. Constantly happening. They all get in each other's way all the time. Diaz should have been pulling out wide. Making the pitch bigger. Salah was pulling out wide. Diaz needed to pull out wide. He didn't need to get that close to Darwin. It was pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. It's getting stupid, man. Jurgen has got to sort the system out. And every time I mention this, everyone comes for me. So I've been saying this all season. Jurgen Klopp needs to sort the system out. The system's not quite right. There is something quite not right with our system at the moment. But as I kept saying, it's hard to debate this because at the time we were top of the league. We still only lost one game this season, but that's our 5th draw now. And we've got 38 points. So I can see why it's difficult to have this conversation. But we've been getting away with it. Let's be fair here. Look at the performance against Crystal Palace. That's not good enough. We got away with it. The performance against Fulham, it's not good enough. We got away with it. How long are we going to keep getting away with these performances? United could have easily scored today. That chance Højlund had, he should be scoring, in my opinion. Højlund should be putting that in the back of the net. Should be putting that back in the net, and now we're losing that game 1-0. We have got to wake up. This team has got to wake up. They've got to look at each other in the face and go, this isn't good enough. We are not playing well enough. You know, it's okay having individual talent on the pitch that gets us out of trouble. And I think that's personally what it's been for a while. You know, I think we've had certain players with their individual quality get us out of trouble at times. I really do. Just getting us out of a bit of a trouble, bit of a hole. But we ain't out playing teams. And that can't continue. We need a fresh look at this. We really do. You know, Virgil van Dijk's comments today after the match don't make sense. Jurgen Klopp's comments after the game today don't make sense. You can't sit there and go, we outperformed them, because we didn't. How can we sit there? How can our captain and manager come out of the game and say we outperformed them? I've never seen a United team like that in my life. Yeah, this United team is dreadful. Dreadful. We didn't outperform them. They had the two best chances in the whole game that weren't from set pieces, that from open play. United had the two best chances in the game from open play. We didn't outperform them. It's a joke. I'm seriously worried about this system. And I keep saying, I've said this time and time, everyone keeps going for me, yeah? Everyone keeps going at me all the time. Completely all the time. Everyone keeps going at me. This is why I get criticised. When I go on other Liverpool channels or I talk to other Liverpool content creators, they always criticise me. Jamie, we need this, we need that. Jamie, we need a DM. Jamie, we need a centre-back. And I'm like, no, we need to change the system. We need to change the system and more tactical awareness. Where was our plan B today? The players didn't look like they knew what to do. After about 60 minutes of that game today, our players didn't have the clue what to do. They had no idea how to break Man United down. Not a Scooby. They had no frigging clue what to do. They were just lumping balls into the box like with Stoke. Playing like Stoke. Just getting the ball and just pumping it in the box and hoping for the best. Disgusting, sis. It's disgusting. These tactics are awful. This system is awful. It needs to change. It needs to change, man. Really, really does. It's just cross. And the crosses are terrible. I wouldn't mind if we were crossing the ball well, but we're not. But people don't want to have this conversation. I try and bring this up all the time, and people just tell me, Jamie, we wouldn't play like this if we had a DM. What's a DM got to do with it? What's a defensive midfielder got to do with today's performance? Someone tell me. If I see a content creator today, or someone on Twitter today go, well, this result today shows why we desperately need a DM, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm literally going to lose my shit because it's got nothing to do with that. It's about patterns of play. What's our patterns of play? Someone in the chat right now, tell me, what is Liverpool's patterns of play? What do you see that Liverpool do excellent at? What are our patterns of play? What are we doing? Are we getting the ball back, knocking it down? Are we knocking it back? No, we can't pass the shit. We can't pass for absolute toffee. I am sick and tired of playing out from the back. We are shit at it. Gary Neville basically said it on commentary today. Why do Liverpool keep playing like this? Because they haven't got the players to do this game. Gary Neville said it today. He basically said Liverpool are shit at playing out from the back, and we are, because no one knows what to do with the ball. Virgil gives it to Canate. Canate gives it to Virgil. We wait 30 seconds. Virgil then gives it to Tsimikas. Tsimikas cuts inside for some reason when he's a left back. Gives it to Endo. Endo palms it off to Trent. Trent. It's absolute shit. It's just playing in front of them. Johnny Evans was like this today. Johnny Evans just smoked cigars and his legs up. He couldn't believe how easy it was. He's like, what's this shit? Yeah, you play it from the back, boys. You play it from the back all day. You play out from the back all day, man. Keep going. You play out from the back. I almost fell asleep in the first half. I was sitting on my sofa like this. It was so hard to stay awake. No wonder Anfield sounded like a morgue. It sounded like a wake. I've heard louder wakes than Anfield today, and I'm not surprised because I was falling asleep. I was really struggling. My wife looked at me and went, "Jay, you all right?" I was like, yeah. It was shit. I feel the football. We have got to stop playing this boring, tiresome. Let's play it from the back. Let's play it out from the back. Right, Alisson gives it to Virgil. Virgil, you give it to Kanai. Kanai, you give it to Trent. Trent. At least Trent. Here's one thing. At least when Trent gets the ball, he tries something. It might not always pay off. It might not always pay off, but at least Trent tries something. Virgil will give it to Kanai. My favourite one is when we give it to Tsimikas. Tsimikas is a left back, by the way, guys. I don't know if anyone knows this, but apparently, word on the street is that Tsimikas is a left back. I'm not sure about it. I haven't seen the positives yet, but apparently he's a left back. I have never seen a left back in my life that tries to run down the left wing like a left back does and then continuously cuts inside. It's like he runs, stops, and then cuts inside again. I'm like, oh, okay, well done, Simmy. Yeah, beautiful, man, beautiful. You narrow the picture, us guy. Yeah, that's the way to do it. You keep running inside. Why don't you just be a left? It's bollocks. Oh, man, enough, man. I've had enough of this football. I'm done with it. It doesn't work. Go more direct. Where's the old, fast-paced, direct Liverpool? Where's that Liverpool gone? Where is it gone? Where's it gone? Where's the pace in our game gone? We are so slow. This Liverpool team used to be bang, 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 bang. So quick. Van Dijk, quick. Matic, quick. Trent, quick. Robbo, quick. Henderson was quick. Genie, Fabinho. They were like, we moved so slowly. I swear we're on slow motion. We move everything. Everything is so slow. It's like watching Italian football from 1987. It's just slow. It's like playing chess. Right, you move your piece here, then I move my piece here. Now you move your piece there. Now I move my piece there. It's so slow, man. I want to see that. I want to see that speed of play again. Speed of play. Speed of play. I thought that's why we bought new midfielders, guys. I thought we bought new midfielders so we speed up our play. We got slower. How the fuck have we got slower? How the hell have Liverpool got slower? I don't get it. And I know everyone says about Buvac, but we were moving the ball quicker even under Linders. I just don't get what's happening. I really don't. It's just shite. That's what it is. It is absolutely shite. I've been talking about this system for years, and no one ever wants to bloody listen to me, ever. It's just cack, man. If we're going to play slow like this, if we're going to play out from the back like this, do you know who you need? You need Thiago. If Liverpool go to play out of the back this slowly and try and keep the tempo or control the game or whatever it is we're trying to do, then you need someone like Thiago. You do, because Thiago's the player who can play a pass from when, like Gary Neville said it today, like Liverpool playing out from the back really slowly, and it goes to Endo, and he's saying a dig at Endo. He's not that kind of midfielder that can pick the ball off the centre backs and then turn around and pick a pass out. That's not Endo's game. It's not his fault. It's not his game. But we're trying to make it his game when that ain't his game. It's madness. It don't make sense. But if Thiago's playing, Thiago picks them balls up from the Virgil or for a Canate off the defence. He can spin and then he can pick the pass. He can hit it hard in defeat and get you moving. But apart from that, we haven't got that player in our midfield. Szoboszlai doesn't want to do that. Szoboszlai does not want to pick the ball off. You know, we're asking Szoboszlai now. This is what we're asking Szoboszlai to do: to get the ball and pick it off the defenders, spin with it, pass it, and then just make massive runs. That's all we're asking him to do. It's not his game. We must have scouted Szoboszlai and gone, oh my God. Our scouts must have gone and watched Szoboszlai, yeah, when he was playing at Leipzig and gone, whoa, what a player he is. He's an excellent number 10. You get him around the box, he's dangerous, man. He can feed them through balls in. He's got a long shot. He can dribble. Beautiful player, beautiful player. Comes to Liverpool, right, Klopp. Here's your player, man. Here's your midfielder you wanted him. First day of duty, right, Szoboszlai. You're now the new Jordan Henderson. I want you to watch tapes of what Jordan Henderson's been doing for Liverpool for 4 years, because this is what you need to do for me. I can guarantee you that's what's happened. I bet you any money Klopp has made Szoboszlai watch tapes of Jordan Henderson for the last 4 years. This is what I want you to do in this system. You are box to box, up and down, constantly, just legs. You're just legs. Yeah, and you've got a bit of technical quality, so if you can get a shot off occasionally, please take a shot. But yeah, that's all it is, man. That's what we're doing. He's just a Hungarian Jordan Henderson. And I'm not even hating on Szoboszlai. I think he's a quality footballer. He's just not allowed to shove it right now because the system don't suit him. What we're doing don't suit Szoboszlai's game. And he can do it because he is doing it. But it's not fair to him. We're never going to see the Szoboszlai that played for Leipzig. We're never going to see the Szoboszlai that played for Hungary. It's just not going to happen in this Liverpool team. And everyone tells me about Jude Bellingham. You see the Jude Bellingham at Real Madrid right now? What do you think Jude Bellingham would be doing for Liverpool right now if he actually joined? What does everyone think Jude Bellingham would be doing for Liverpool right now? Running box to box. Running box to box. Your legs, man. Your legs. Your technical quality. That's what you are. It's just... But you're not allowed to talk about it. You're not allowed to talk about it. Once you bring these conversations up, man. Once you bring these conversations up, you get criticised. So I bring these conversations up. I'm bound to see someone in the chat or someone in my comments after today's show will go, because this is what I always get. When I talk like this, I will get comments after this video in a couple of hours' time after the video's finished that'll be in the comments below. People will go to me, well, what do you want Jurgen Klopp to do with these players? That's all you get. That's all you get all the time. What do you want Klopp to do with these players? Play fucking better. How about that? Play fucking better. I don't care about getting monetized for this show. Fuck the money. I'm pissed off. Play fucking better. Simple as that. Play better. You got new players and we don't look no different. Got the old Bill outside now. You know. It's just not. And my worry about Szoboszlai is that he started the season really well, but he looks shattered. That's my issue. He looks shattered. And this is what I'm saying. Szoboszlai can probably play this role that Jurgen Klopp wants him to play. But the issue is he looks shattered. He looks heavy-legged. When Szoboszlai runs now, he looks heavy-legged. He doesn't look light on his feet because he looks shattered. So he can play the role, but it looks like it's tiring him out well quick, which means he's got to get up to speed to the way Klopp wants him to play, which means it's going to take a while. Maybe we don't see the best of Szoboszlai till next season. Maybe next season Szoboszlai fires and he starts having madness, doing a madness next season because he looks shattered. The kid looks shattered. Absolutely shattered. We moved the ball so slowly. This United team were there to be put away, man. absolutely put away. And we died on our arse after 15 minutes. Literally. After 15 minutes, this team died on its arse. We looked tired. Look, they run out of ideas. First 15 minutes, I thought Liverpool looked excellent. Really at it. The crowd were up. The crowd were firing. They were loud. They were singing. It was great. The atmosphere was fantastic. And then after 15 minutes, Liverpool looked like they ran out of ideas. And after that, nothing. So for 15 minutes of a 90-minute game, Liverpool looked up for it. Then they ran out of ideas. Absolutely out of ideas. And that ain't good enough. It's just not good enough. And we got to have Darwin conversation, man. We just do. Big up Cyberzone in the house. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the super chat. Do appreciate it, man. We're gonna have to have a chat, man. We're gonna have to have a chat about Darwin. We're gonna have to have a chat about Darwin. What do we do? What do we do with Darwin Nunez? Like I keep saying it. Let's not sit here protecting him, guys. I don't want us to sit here right now. Let's have a proper discussion about Darwin Nunez, guys. I don't want anyone insulting anyone's thing in the chat. I want everyone in the chat to have a proper discussion about Darwin Nunez right now. He's a striker. We bought him for 65 million quid. He's what, 23, 24, whatever age he is. We can't sit here and pretend he's an 18-year-old kid off the academy, because then you can give him a bit of benefit of the doubt. If he's an 18-year-old kid off the academy, you can give him a bit of a benefit of the doubt. But he's been there and seen it. He's done it with Benfica. I think Darwin Nunez was better last season than he was this season, to be truthful. What's happening to Darwin? Let's have a sensible conversation here. Let's have a sensible conversation. Darwin, that chance at the back stick, he should be scoring today. Do we all agree? That chance Darwin had with his header, he was unmarked, and for some reason he didn't go for goal when he's like 6 yards out of the back post. He went across goal. He tried to pass it with his head. It's just madness. What are you doing? Then the chance when he's got to run past the goalkeeper and then Diaz gets in his way and he gets in Diaz's way. And all he's got to do is score. There's a confidence issue with Darwin at the moment. Also, does the system actually suit Darwin Nunez? Now, are we playing in a system that suits Darwin? Now, last season, I said that the system don't suit Darwin Nunez. It's blatantly obvious. Yeah. And then Jurgen Klopp came out last season and said, remember, Darwin got dropped last year, guys. Do you remember? Gakpo came in January and Gakpo played for most of the rest of the season from January, yeah? Darwin didn't get back in the team that much. And we all was like, where's Darwin? Where's Darwin? Darwin's got to play. And then Klopp came out and said, Darwin's got some things he needs to learn. He needs to learn better with his back to goal. He needs to learn how to defend from the front a little better. And that's the reason Cody Gakpo was playing, because he's better at that than Darwin. So this season, over the summer, that's what they trained on with Darwin. For me, it's made him a worse player. I think, personally, we're making Darwin a worse player by trying to make him something he's not. We're trying to make him a worse player by making him something he's not, and that's the issue. You know, I don't want Darwin to be a link-up man. I don't want Darwin to play with his back to goal. I just want Darwin to get on the end of crosses. That's all I want Darwin to do. I just want Darwin to get on the end of passes and the end of crosses. That's all I want Darwin Nunez to do. I don't care if he can link up play. I don't give a shit. I really don't care. I don't care. We got a striker. We got a striker. Just play him as a striker. Let him run onto things. Put balls over the top for him to run to. Play crosses into him. Let him try and finish. Let him get on the end of things. But we don't do that. We tell him he's got to play with his back to goal. He's got to link up the play. He's got to play 1-2s on the edge of the box and make little darting runs. I actually think Darwin was better last season. I don't know about you guys in the chat, but I actually think Darwin was better last season. And Darwin this season can't stay onside. What is that about? Why is Darwin always offside now? All the time. See, we try and do build-up play off Darwin, and he's standing in an offside position. It's because of the system. And the way we're playing, it don't suit his game playing back to goal. He's playing back to goal, so he's always in them offside positions. For me, Darwin last season was better than this season because Darwin last season, we were just letting Darwin play his game. This season, we've tried to change the way he plays, and for me, it's not working. It really ain't working. And then him and Luis Diaz just getting each other's way. He keeps getting each other's way. How many times has he run into Diaz? How many times has Diaz run into Darwin? How many times has Darwin run into Mo? How many times has Mo run into Darwin? Like they're getting each other's way constantly. And yeah, there's something. I don't know what it is, guys. I don't mind having a conversation about Darwin, guys, in a respectful way. But we can't just sit here and keep protecting him like he's an 18-year-old out of the academy. At this moment in time, he's not performing. And guys, let's be honest here. Let's be absolutely honest. If Darwin Nunez played for any other Premier League team that they bought for 65 million, and he only had 4 Premier League goals this season, we would all be slagging that striker off, wouldn't we? If Darwin played for Arsenal and they spent 65 million on him and he only got 4 Premier League goals this season, we'd be sitting here laughing and joking, wouldn't we? Let's just be truthful about the matter. Let's be truthful, because this is a problem. It's a problem. Let's get K-Mac in here. Big up, man.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can hear you, my man.
Wow, that was a pile of dump.
It was, man.
But a point gained because we didn't deserve anything in that game.
Point gained against the worst 11.
I know.
Bournemouth just smashed these boys 3-0, 4-0 almost on their own patch. And we can't put attacking plays together.
We are toothless. Like honestly, like it's gonna be one of those 4. I said it in the chats here. Like I said, it's one of those 4 that are going to have to step up. Trent nearly did it. He hit the outside of the post. Like he nearly did it. That would have been the winner. Like, you know, Virgil van Dijk had the biggest chance in the game. Like,
yeah, well, I was saying, if you look at Liverpool's chances, really came all from set pieces. Man United probably had the 2 best chances in open play.
I know.
That's embarrassing. And I'm going to say this as well, because look, I love Liverpool does have a point, and I'm going to try my best now to explain why I think our strikers are not doing the business. I think it has got to do with the way we play and the way we build up play. That's too slowly. And I've been saying this for a long time now. Mo Salah is your main striker. So if Mo Salah is your main striker, you don't need another striker in the middle. Because I said this earlier, Diaz and Salah, they start wide, then they come inside. As soon as they come inside, Darwin, because he's a striker, that's his role, he will pick up positions in the middle of the goal where a striker's meant to be. So they all run into each other constantly, especially Diaz and Darwin, constantly running into each other all the time. The way I look at it is we don't play with fullbacks creatives no more. Everyone's talking about our midfield having no creativity. It never used to have when we won the Premier League and Champions League. Our creativity came from our fullbacks. The midfield was called a workhorse midfield. It was the running midfield. And in my opinion, the midfield is no different today. The midfield is to do a running job. It's about legs. It's about running. It's about running off the ball to make opportunities, overlapping, underlapping, running through the channels. That's what it's about, and then getting the ball back quickly. But because we don't play with creative fullbacks no more, we've lost our creativity in our team. And we're playing a totally different way now. Trent is now inverted. Because Trent's inverted, we play everything through the middle. All our play comes through the middle. So Trent through the middle, Sabozai through the middle. And because we play through the middle, if you're going to play through the middle, your wide men need to be wide men. They need to stay out wide here. But what they do, they come into the middle as well. So then there's no width in our team. We have zero width. So we just play constantly through the middle. And then no one is really good enough to find a pass. So I think that's the issue. We're playing exactly the same way almost, system-wise, as we always have done under Jurgen Klopp. He's just tweaked things in that system where Trent comes inverted now. But our midfield is not a midfield that's meant to create. It's just not. It's a workhorse midfield. And then you've got a striker who needs supplying. Your main striker is your right winger. Darwin Nunez cuts inside, gets in the way of Luis. Darwin Nunez and Luis Diaz cut inside and get in each other's way constantly. We need to figure out a way of playing to make these front three fire again, because for me, I think we have to change formation, because I think we have to play 4-4-2. Personally, we have to change formation because this ain't working 4-3-3. It just ain't. It's been like this all season. We have got ourselves out of trouble this season because of individual quality on the pitch. But the Sheffield United game weren't good enough in the way we were playing. We got away with it against Palace. We got away with it against Fulham. We got away with it against United today. We play like this against Arsenal, we're losing 4-5-0. Simple as that. We can't keep playing this kind of performance, because if the performance levels stay like this continuously through the season, we will start to stagnate. Performances need to pick up, K-Mac. It's as simple as that, man.
We had 34 shots today, 8 on target, 13 off target. But the biggest issue in that game was we kept on shooting when there was players in front of us. 13 shots blocks.
They're all in the middle.
Like we ain't going to unlock teams through the middle. Like we unlock teams by spreading the width and making the gaps inside the team. And there's no width. Like you look at that chance today where Gapco broke, and it was a really good break, by the way, by Gapco, not Gapco, Gravenberch, and he passed the ball to Diaz. Diaz just had to go wide. That's all he had to do. Just run wide. There was nobody there. Just run wide and then cross the ball in. And you got Darwin Nunez waiting there. But he cut in and got the ball taken off him. Over and over again. Stop cutting inside and losing the ball. Salah did it. Nunez did it. Everybody does it in our team now. It's just the way we play. We are a different team. We play different football now. We just have to understand that. Like the tactics we did today was exactly the same as what we did against Palace, thinking that we'd nick a winner. Like seriously, like we brought on Joe Gomez, and we took off Dominic Szoboszlai. Instead, it was Endo, and we brought on the same players, the same exact players in the game, but it just didn't work. You know, Curtis Jones missed a chance that could have gone in. You know, you've got Gomez in a position where if that was Trent, he would have gone far post instead of near post. You know, Trent missed a really big chance where it hit the outside of the post. You know, Canate had a chance where all he's got to do is put it left or right, but it just fell to the wrong person. You know, it was a game where there was a lot of chances that on another day we would have scored. But just the way we play football now is dire. Like it's really hard to watch. Really hard to watch.
I think it's fair to say we've lost our identity a little bit.
We're finding an identity, but I don't like what we're finding. But if it wins us the league, then
the thing is, I don't think I think the problem is our performances have to start picking up a little bit because we will get I think we're very close to getting a hiding off someone. I really do.
I think we're going to get a hiding off Arsenal.
I think we're really we are a game away from getting smacked up by someone the way we play. We don't take our chances anymore, and we give everyone an opportunity constantly. And we have to fight really hard for chances now. Really hard. They don't come easy.
It looks desperate now.
They run out of ideas, man. They literally.
Desperate.
I said the first 15 minutes of that game, Liverpool were on top. The crowd were up. Everyone's flying. After 15 minutes, we completely lost what we were doing.
But what I don't understand, what I don't get is we get players on yellow cards, and we just don't go at them again. Like Manu, that Manu guy, he was on to be fair, he probably should have got a red card if I'm honest, but he got a yellow card, and we just left him alone. Like, get on that guy. Like, he's an 18-year-old kid. Like, he's going to make another mistake. Their man got sent off just because he was shouting at the referee, and he had every right to because it was a throw-in for them. But it's coming to a stage now where we have to start looking like we're going somewhere, and I still don't know where we're going. Like, I still don't understand Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai. Like, what have we seen in those two players play well together this season? What have we seen to make us go, you know what? They look really good together, They've had really good games. Dom's looked shit in every game that Gravenberch has played, and Gravenberch has looked like a player that's never played in a team before in every single game that he's played with him. Like, honestly, you brought on Curtis Jones, and the game flipped on its head. Like, literally flipped on its head. Trent had a chance, Gomez had a chance, Konate had a chance. We were on the front foot. Like, you just brought on one player. That was all you did. You just put someone in midfield who knows how to play in our midfield, and knows how to play in the midfield when Salah's there. And the game changed, and we could have won it, but we did look a bit wide open. But of course we did, because we didn't have anybody in midfield, because they were all pushing forward trying to get winners, like Gravenberch and Elliott. Like, and then you've got the likes of Gomez and you've got Trent. You were literally playing with two centre backs. But that's what you've got to do. And the fact that he's taking off Nunez and Diaz now, we need to have a conversation about these two guys, because they have had everything that was good about them taken out of them now. We have to see that. They've got nothing about them that makes me look like they are going to succeed at Liverpool. They just don't. I'm sorry. I'd love to give them chances, but you can't give players time when we are at the top of the pinnacle, when we're pushing for a league, when we're pushing for cups. You can't give players time. And I'm sorry, but Nunez needs to step out now, and Gakpo needs to play more. Because I'm telling you, you're going to play Gakpo for the next two games, Salah's going to score more goals. That is just a fact. Because he's going to be dropping out of that space, and Salah isn't going to be looking for him all the time. Yeah. Endo had a good game, by the way.
I'm going to big up Endo, because a lot of people were dissing Endo.
He had a great game.
Because it's easy to come after Endo, because no one
he was the only guy in midfield, mate. He had a good game.
I literally thought Endo was the only one passing the ball well. Suppose I couldn't pass today. Gravenberch was running really well with the ball, but then he can't pass after.
No.
Endo was passing the ball around quite nicely today. He was finding people in wide areas. He was turning in the midfield. He's actually pinging the ball into wide areas of the pitch. I've said it for a while now. I understand why Jurgen Klopp bought Wataru Endo. I really do.
Yeah.
We just need a better defensive player than Wataru Endo. That's why McAllister plays. Well, McAllister's been missed. I've said it all season. McAllister's been our best midfielder this season so far, and everyone keeps going, McAllister's been crap. Look how bad we are without McAllister in our team. We're nowhere near as good without Alexis McAllister in our team. It's just we miss that quick movement that Alexis McAllister gives us, but it's the slow build-up play. Now, if Klopp wants to carry on with this slow build-up play, because Gary Neville said it himself, and today it was the first time I sort of really actually realised when Gary Neville pointed it out, because he said it sort of Carragher in commentary as a flippant remark, and it never really got built upon, really. He said, why do Liverpool keep playing like this? Out from the back. Because and as he put it, Liverpool haven't really got a midfielder there that can take it off a centre-back and then start pinging balls. And then Carragher said, well, Liverpool do. The only player that can do that is Trent Alexander-Arnold. But Klopp won't play him in midfield. So if we want to continue playing in this way, right, and this slow build-up from the back, and then we need a midfielder that can take it off the defenders and ping the balls around like Declan Rice does at Arsenal. It's the same thing. Declan Rice gets the balls off the defenders. He spins, he turns, he looks up, and he can start pinging it and start moving. He moves the ball quickly all the time. Just put Trent in midfield. I don't understand it no more. I literally don't understand it anymore. Just put Trent in midfield.
It's just stubbornness, mate. It really is just stubbornness now. Like, I looked at that team sheet. I looked at that team sheet and I was like, oh, great. You've got Dom and Gravenberch again. Like, why on earth are you playing those two again?
And how many times we said this?
It's just videos. And I'm watching it thinking, oh, great. And you've got Diaz and Nunez as well. So we're going to have another shocker with those two, because those two don't play well together. They don't play well together, and those two don't play well together in midfield. And you played all four. Like, like, it's just, I mean, and you have to wonder why Salah's shooting all the time now. Seriously, we don't have to ask questions about Salah. The reason why Salah is taking so many shots is because he doesn't trust his other players, because they can't score goals. They can't score goals. They can't do anything right on the pitch right now. Like, Diaz has so many chances to just run down the wing and cross the ball, and he just keeps on cutting inside, and he keeps on getting the ball taken off him. 20 times he gave the ball away in that game. 20 times. And if that was another team, we'd have been broken on, by the way. And we've conceded a lot of goals this season because Diaz has lost the ball on his side of the pitch, and we've been lopsided because we're all focusing on the right. Because everybody on the right is trying to get in the box every single time. Dom's trying to get in there, Salah's trying to get in there, and Trent's trying to get in there. And we're completely lopsided. I mean, you just play those plays against Arsenal and just watch us, because we are going to get battered by Arsenal if we play them. If we play them again, I have no idea what the manager is watching. I have no idea what the manager is watching, because that is exactly what we can't do against Arsenal. All that crappy passing around at the back, like, I don't know how many times Virgil van Dijk and Konate passed the ball to each other. Like, that line must be like a solid line, because all they did was just went left and right and left and right. And then a couple of times Konate nearly gave the ball away because he was like somewhere else. But he did have a decent game. But it's not hard to have a decent game against nobody attacking. Like, they did absolutely nothing for about 75 minutes. Like, they didn't even want to get out of their own half.
And I don't even think they really played a low block either. I just think they played more of a counter-attacking style, but because we were getting in behind there, but we just can't pass. Our movements are too slow. Like, everything is so down the middle now. I miss our width.
Throw a blanket over it. You could literally throw a blanket over it, mate. I would love to see the heat map on all of those players, like where they all sat in the end, because they were all just on top of each other. Like, when we brought Gapco on, one good thing that Gapco did was he just kept on running down the wing. Like, he just kept on creating space down the wing for other players to go into that space. Like, what happened to that Liverpool that we used to love, where other players would make space for other players by making blind runs and diagonals?
Yeah.
Mane did it. Like, Firmino did it all the time. Hendo used to do it. Like, Hendo used to make that run into the box all the time. Like, and players, lots and lots of teams would follow him. We don't even have players to do that anymore. Like, I've said this for a while now. we have not played well all season. Like,
No,
but we are still where we are. Is this going to be another season where we sit there and go, oh my God, this league was there for the taking?
Yeah,
and we have not took it.
But then everyone will just blame the owners because that's what everyone does. Because
The
they
owners
don't want
aren't the ones who pick that rabble of shite that can't play well together.
Yeah.
They just aren't. You've got Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott scored the winner against Crystal Palace, and then he gets dropped for today. Curtis Jones is the one who makes our midfield tick, and we know it, and we see it every game, and he gets dropped. And I'm like, really? Like, why are you dropping those guys? Like, they know how to play against Man United.
I think it's coming very obvious now that Klopp wants McAllister, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai in midfield. That's
not going to work.
That's what he wants.
Work.
That's what he wants. That's what he's looking like right now. And
it's insanity. It's basically insanity, mate. Just keep on doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. It's just not going to work.
It would work if we played with more width, but we don't play width. You know, you got Tsimikas. I don't know if this is the instruction for Tsimikas or he's just shit, right? But why does he cut inside all the time as a left back?
I have no idea. But
it drives me mad.
Ball, though, mate. He does cross the ball.
He crosses the ball.
I'll bring up some of his stats. He had a good game today, actually.
He crosses the ball, but my God, he drives. He stops. He stops and then cuts inside constantly. I'm like, just keep the width. Just keep the width.
10 crosses, 5 got to players.
Yeah, I like Tsimikas crossing, but
not bad. He didn't have a bad game for me. He won his ground duels.
He needs to get the width more.
He got dribbled past. He got dribbled past twice, which was a problem. But yeah, he wasn't too bad for me. He didn't really get forward that much, to be honest. Like, he hasn't got much of a heat map in their final third. I mean, I thought he was okay today. Like, to be fair, I wish he'd take our corners, because why on earth? We had 14 corners today, and we never put any players on their goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper is awful. Like, their goalkeeper flaps at absolutely everything, and we didn't do anything to make him to put him under pressure.
We didn't even shoot at him.
Like, how many times did he do that little shake and get the ball away from Darwin Nunez? Like, he's not going to try and dribble past you. He's a keeper. He kept on running past him. I'm like, oh my God, how many times are you going to be sold by that dummy, by their keeper?
Just stand there.
Just stand there, and you just kick the ball in the net. He did it 3 times.
It's like Neville said. He got. It's like oh,
mate.
We never shot at this goalkeeper. We never put him under pressure from corners. And it's all instruction. You can tell it's instruction because these players work to Klopp's instruction.
Oh, they're robotic.
Blatantly obvious. There's no playing off the cuff. For me, these players don't play off the cuff. They play to instruction. It's blatantly obvious now, because there's no way a player like Szoboszlai is playing off the cuff right now. He's playing to instruction. Gravenberch is playing to instruction. Trent is playing to instruction. They're all playing to instruction. This is the way we've got to play. This is the way we're doing it. No one plays off the cuff.
But Diaz and Nunez, they're completely different players when they're playing for their international teams. It's literally like they've just had shackles taken off them. Like they've had like a helmet which has got all of their instructions just taken off their head, and they can just go be free, and they play with no fear. It feels like there's so much fear in that team now. Like, fear of losing the ball, fear of losing a goal. Like, we look fearful. Like, when they started to get into the game after the 70th minute, we looked scared, and it took literally Virgil van Dijk again and Alisson to just stand up and be strong. Like, it really did. And Trent was just doing his thing where he's just too far up the field again. And I mean, he got back once and got back and blocked the ball, which was great. We ain't going to win the league like this. We ain't going to win the league like this. It's only going to last a certain amount of time. Like, what it's starting to feel like for me, I know this is a bad comparison. It's starting to feel like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Man United. You know when they went on that mad run and they finished like they were really high up in the league and they almost won a cup and they played really badly all season.
Yeah.
But they only had one way of doing things. Feels like we've only got one way of doing things right now, and it's literally relying on Trent to just make everything happen. Like, it's really, really sad to watch.
Yeah,
I'm worried for the rest of the season because we're losing Salah in January, and that's a massive, massive output.
Might be a blessing right now.
I don't know, mate. Who you putting in there?
I put Gakpo there. I thought Gakpo played well when he came on the right.
So you put Gakpo on the right. Is that why do you think he's playing Gakpo now on the right more?
Yeah, because he's played there twice in succession now, hasn't he? So I think that's what he may be looking at. I thought Gakpo played well when he came on because they're technically different footballers. They're all different as well. When we changed the front three, when they came on, because they're all different footballers, we want to do different things. We look more threatening, but didn't have enough time to do it. But I think, I think, I think we need to have. Yes, I'd have Gakpo instead of Salah when he's away. I think he'd do a business there. Be it Angel in the chat, he says, I love Liverpool. This stream is reactionary. Our front three aren't performing, but we're second and have lost one. Yeah, that's why the system's not great, Angel. What we're saying is, I don't think the system's great because we're not playing well. And we have been getting away with it in certain games. I think we have to admit that. But I think individual quality is getting us over in games. That's what we're trying to say. Now, we can't say we're playing well. And the thing is, we got the players now to perform better. We do have the players to perform better. There's no doubt about that. You know, Szoboszlai's doing the Jordan Henderson thing at the moment. Just a Hungarian Jordan Henderson. Gravenberch is just running with the ball with no direction. He looks good when he does it, but in reality, he's just running with no direction. You know, we miss McAllister when he's not playing for me because he has that bit of drive from a deeper position. We're scared of putting Trent in midfield, or we don't play with fullbacks. We literally don't play with attacking fullbacks anymore. Our identity is different now. You know, our fullbacks don't do what they used to. Even when Robbo was fit before he got injured, Robbo weren't bombing up and down the wing fullback area. Like our fullbacks are not attacking fullbacks anymore. They're defensive-minded fullbacks, and Trent inverts. We play everything through the middle. You know, our front line is struggling because of the way we're playing right now. Everything's too slow. Everything's ball to feet as well. Everyone comes towards the ball. When was the last player that actually made a run forward? Well, everyone's towards the ball now, and there's an issue there. There's an issue there. There's no doubt about it for me.
Mike's spot on there though. Mike Diaz. You seen that comment?
What you might say.
All our players bang for international, but stuck for us.
Yeah, see, with Darwin for Uruguay, Darwin. You know, if you watch Uruguay play, they play wider. They keep their width, so Darwin has more space in between centre backs to run into. So he runs onto the ball instead of him running into the ball like he does for Liverpool. That's the difference. But we don't play that way. We never have done. It's just, I think we just need. We need
Jared Bowen.
Yeah, Jared Bowen's doing bits at the moment. What we need
Jared Bowen. That's what we need.
We need to play with more width. Look, Klopp's got a decision to make. Go back to playing 4-3-3 the way of having our fullbacks bombing forward and just have Trent bombing forward. Klopp has obviously inverted Trent for two reasons. One, he thinks he can do the job because he comes into midfield and picks it up and can knock the ball around and be more defensively solid in the middle. And two, he doesn't trust Trent defensively as a right back no more. It's as simple as that. Or he wouldn't have changed anything.
I have got. I was doing some research last night on some of the Liverpool stats. Listen to this one. This is Trent. Where is it? This is incredible, by the way. Most assists for Liverpool ever, okay, in the Premier League. So you got Steven Gerrard on 97. You got Mo Salah on 89. You've got Trent on 78. Guess who was behind Trent? Bobby Firmino, 76. Firmino is a huge player that's been taken out of our team. The amount of assists that guy produced is unreal.
It's the glue.
It's because he dropped into midfield and took away that's so because Nunez is in the centre, Salah can't get in there because he's already in there. And Diaz gets in the way with him anyway. We need a player that can just drop into that midfield and let those two break into the box. And also take away those central defenders that are in the way of those players by drawing them out towards him. Nobody does that. The only player that does that is Gapco, by the way. But he just hasn't been used enough. And I thought this stat was pretty amazing as well. Where is it?
The Szoboszlai thing as well is that
this one. This is incredible.
I personally think with Szoboszlai that he's shattered. He looks heavy-legged. And I'm not saying Szoboszlai can't play the role he's playing now. He might be better at next season, but right now he looks extremely tired. He just looks shattered. And that should be the case, man.
So you touched on that piece about Klopp maybe can't trust Trent in the defensive role. So I was looking at some of the numbers actually. So this is for Liverpool, by the way. So the number one player for interceptions for Liverpool in the Premier League was Lucas Lavea with 528. Jordan Henderson with 448. On that list at number 5 is Trent with 313. That's before any of our other defenders. Like the next player in our team is Joel Matip with 242. Trent is really important for interceptions. Like Robbo's not even on that list in the top 20. Like Trent makes a lot of interceptions. For me, it feels like Klopp has maybe backed down and maybe just gone with putting Trent in an area where maybe he's in midfield, maybe he's not in midfield to keep him happy. When he just needed to grow a set of bollocks and just go, you know what, Trent, you are a right back. I don't care. I don't care where you want to play. Like it's not up to you. I'm running the team. I'm the manager. You're playing on the right side, and I'm going to carry on doing what I've done because we've won everything by doing that. Like I understand that we're like second in the league and first in the, we've got a Europa League knockout, competition coming up, and we're in the cup competition as well. I understand that. But is there an identity of Liverpool going forward from what we're seeing? I don't see it. Like we scored a lot of goals, we conceded a lot of goals. We've got a really good defence, but we're really dire on the pitch. Like it's taken wonder goals and it's taken last minute winners to win games against bad teams. Like I don't know. I don't know. When you've got so many good players that you bought and you're not getting the best out of them, is this what we want next season? Like, do you see Diaz? Do you see Nunez getting better next season? Like, I don't know. Like, it's a question to ask.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, it's the system. I don't understand what do you know? What's hard about all this? We've only lost one game this season. We've lost one game this season against Tottenham. We are second in the league right now, but we're not taking advantage like we should do, and that's the thing that's irritated me. So I can understand everyone saying, "Look, we're second, guys. We've only lost one game. We're in the quarterfinals against West Ham. We've got Arsenal on the next weekend before Christmas. Could even be top of the league on Christmas Day. Result if we win our game, and all that's cool. Now we beat Arsenal, we will be top of the league on Christmas. But so it's hard. It's hard to argue, but I think we do have to have a chat about the way we play and how what if you're going to play this way. For me, you need a midfielder that can pick the ball off the defenders. That's what you need. For me, if you go play this way, if Klopp wants to carry on playing this way, you need a midfielder that can sit there and pick the ball off the defender, the back four, can spin on it, and then start pinging them balls around the box at pace. You know, around the pitch at pace. He can play a 360. He can go right, left, through the middle. You know, a head on the stick sort of thing, just swiveling around. And playing balls hard into feet, into the gaps, into space. You need that kind of player. We haven't got that midfielder at this moment in time because Szoboszlai don't want to do that. Szoboszlai don't want to drop deep. McAllister can do that, but McAllister always, McAllister is not a player that wants to look over his shoulder all the time. He wants the ball in. He wants the game in front of him. He doesn't want to be looking over his shoulder all the time. That takes his game away a little bit. So you need a midfielder that can do that job, and Liverpool only have one midfielder who can do that, and that's Thiago. And I believe that's why Thiago might get a new deal, because I do think Klopp is waiting to get Thiago on the pitch to see what. I think that's the whole master plan is Trent inverting with Thiago in this midfield will release Szoboszlai and Gravenberch if they play together. I think that's what Klopp's looking at because Thiago's the player who can then pick the ball off the defenders. If he can pick the ball off the back four, he can turn on it. And then if you've got Trent, you can pass the ball to. Trent's inverting. Then you've got the ball you can pass to Trent. So Thiago can find Trent with an excellent pass. And then Trent's got the ball. And now Trent has got the pitch opened up. And then he's got the ability to find Szoboszlai with them runs, to find Gravenberch them runs. And then you're building further up the pitch. Then I can see the reason why we play this way. But to continue playing this way without that kind of midfielder, it doesn't work because it's too slow. It's no diss on Wataru Endo. It's not his game. He does, his game is not to pick the ball off the back four, spin, and start looking for these direct passes.
He can well do today.
It. I think
Endo better than anyone else.
I think Endo got better in the game when Trent inverted and went next to him because it allowed then Endo to get further forward in the game, just to get the game in front of him. I think Endo's better when the game's in front of him instead of turning on it. And then, and when that happens, it's all too slow and predictable. We are slow and predictable. We are easy to defend against at the moment because we've lost our spark. We've lost that pace. Salah's not as quick as he was. Diaz is not as quick as he was. Darwin, for some reason, isn't running anymore. We lost that drive. And there's no drive from midfield if Szoboszlai. One thing I'll credit with Szoboszlai with, he makes them driving runs. There's no doubt about it. He is making them driving runs and he's occupying fullbacks. He is occupying whoever was playing defensive midfield at the time, like he did. Amrabat didn't want to run with Szoboszlai today. I don't actually understand why Szoboszlai got taken off.
Yeah, no, Gravenberch should have been taken off.
Because Szoboszlai kept running Amrabat down the wings.
Yeah.
Amrabat had a nightmare against Szoboszlai. Absolute nightmare.
Absolute nightmare.
And then Amrabat came into the game when Szoboszlai went off.
I know.
So although I don't think Szoboszlai played well today,
I thought the subs, the subs were a bit too late. I don't know. It's really hard. I mean, it's hard to go in on it and criticize a lot of it and stuff like that when it was a 0-0 and it's a point. We had a lot of players that played badly today. A lot of players that played badly, but we still got a point. which is incredible because we should have lost that game. We were that bad. We should have lost it. But we also had 35 bloody shots. Like it was a bit crazy.
Half of them are in your own teammates. So
I know it felt a little bit like Brighton away, where we kind of just played into their hands. Like we didn't do the things which were going to make them really uncomfortable. Like, okay, you're going to cross the ball all the time. They've got probably one of the best headers in the world in there, in Varane. Like, he's just going to head everything. Like, you've literally got one player in the box in Darwin Nunez challenging for those headers. Like you're doing thing. You're playing to Nunez the way Nunez isn't ever going to get back into form. Like, give him space and let him run and let him shoot. Like, it's not going to work if you're just pumping the ball into the box while he's trying to challenge for it. It's just not going to work. And for me, I didn't think Nunez should have started, if I'm honest. Like, I didn't think Gravenberch should have started either. You know, you take those two players out of the game and you put Gapco there and you put Curtis Jones in there, we're talking about a 5-0. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
you know we are. We're talking about a 5-0.
I was surprised that one of them didn't play. I was actually surprised when I saw the midfield was Endo, Szoboszlai and Gravenberch, to be fair. Big up Rude Boy LFC with the super chat. Much love, my man. Thank you very much. Today, Salah was preoccupied with his own performance rather than that of the team. For instance, when Simi was open on the left side, he opted to shoot with the ball rather than pass to his teammate. That got me screaming. Big up Rude Boy.
Salah's going to do that now. Salah don't trust his own players to score.
That was the issue. I remember him getting the ball and Tsimikas was completely free, wasn't he? Like, he turned, Salah was centrally, and Tsimikas was absolutely free. And if you passed it to Tsimikas, all Tsimikas was going to do was offload it across the box for a tap-in. You know, Salah could have actually passed it and then run in to get a tap-in at the same time. Yeah, big up, Rude Boy. You're all right there. Definitely right there. And, you know...
Nunez did the same thing, by the way.
Yeah, and this might be the thing. Maybe Salah isn't trusting anyone else at the moment.
I mean, do you blame him?
Issue.
Do you blame him? Like, I mean, he had that shot. He had that shot, and Onana palmed it out into an area where Nunez should have been for just to tap in. I tell you what, if Jota was playing when Salah had that shot, Jota would have hit that rebound in, because that's where Jota would have been waiting.
All right, guys, living in a dream. Big up. We don't have an answer for teams that shut up shop. No. How long have we been saying that for? Like, how long have we been saying that for?
8 years.
Yeah? Right?
8 years.
And we've got different players in now. We've got players that people love. You know, I remember when Szoboszlai came in, Gravenberch came in, McAllister came in. Everyone's like, oh, we're going to open up low blocks now. It's a free up Trent on fullback duty now. He can go back to being Trent of old, playing that right back role up and down the wings, getting assists. You know, we've got the pace now and creativity in the midfield. Nothing changes.
No.
Nothing changes. So who do we blame? Like, who do we blame? Who do you have to look at? Well, it's no blame, not a blame game, but who do you have to look at? Who do you have to look at?
It's not Trent and it's not FSG.
Yeah, who do you have to look at? You know, I've seen people today say Liverpool win this game if we have Declan Rice. Oh, why are we doing this?
Liverpool win this game if we have Diogo Jota.
Yeah,
like, seriously,
we're missing a goal scorer, and I've been saying. Like, I said this to Cal the other day. Big up, Cal. I was saying this to Cal the other day. I've said this to K-Mac. In my opinion, Liverpool should buy a forward in January. Don't worry about DM.
I agree, 100%.
Buy a forward. Buy a forward. It's blatantly clear.
It is.
And if you look at the chances we've missed in the last few games, look at the chances we've missed in the last few games. Look at the Luton game where we missed chances. Look at the Man City game. Look at some of the chances that we've drawn. Look at the 5 games we've drawn this season. If we got a striker or another attacker that's finishing off them chances, we're clear at the top of the league. And we ain't talking about a DM or a centre-back. We're just not. we lost our spark a little bit. We've lost our pace a little bit. I think a forward coming in January. Go and get Ivan Toney. He's a Liverpool fan. Ivan Toney will play. Ivan Toney will play with passion, man.
Jamie, we spent over 150 million on 3 forwards, and they have not stepped up to the mark. We are still talking about Salah.
How many goals?
None of those guys have done it for me.
How many goals? Okay, Matt, see if you can find this out. How many goals has Gakpo, Darwin, and Diaz got for Liverpool combined since they signed?
2 seconds, I'm just going off cam.
And find out about that, because that'd be interesting. Let's get K back and find out about that. That is a good point. We have spent a lot of money on forwards. Let's see how many goals Diaz, Gakpo, and Darwin have got combined since they've been at Liverpool. That'd be interesting. And I bet it's not as much as Salah on his own. I wouldn't be surprised if Salah scored more goals on his own than them 3 combined. And Jota, we miss Jota, man. Jota's a killer. Jota's a finisher. Jota's clean. Matt's going on less than 45. Get your guesses in the chat, guys. Get your guesses in the chat.
No way. It's less than 30.
Get your guesses in the chat.
It's less than 30.
And we're just going Premier League only goals, guys.
I'm doing Premier League.
Yeah, not cups or anything like that. Bread and butter, Premier League.
Premier League.
Bread and butter. Bread and butter.
Okay, Diaz, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Diaz has got 11.
Diaz got 11.
Darwin's got 9 plus 4.
13.
13. So that's 11 and 13.
24.
Gakpo,
24.
And Gakpo's got 7, 8, 9.
24. So what's that? 9, 24.
9.
So 33.
There you go. I was close.
So 33. So them 3 guys that we bought, Diaz, Darwin, and Gakpo, have got 33 Premier League goals between them since we bought them all in.
Okay, and Jota has got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Jota's got 11 in those 2 seasons, but if you're still counting half a season where we had 2 of them, he got 15 in that season.
Yeah, the Jota on his own has almost got half the goals that them 3 guys have got between them. That's an interesting stat. Don't think many people are going to talk about this on their channels. So Jota on his own has just got under half the amount of goals that Diaz, Gakpo, and Darwin have all got together.
And Salah scored 19.
And Salah's probably got
29, 31. So Salah's scored 31 in those 2 years that we've had them, and they scored 33 between all of them. Sorry, guys.
So we need a forward.
I also think we need someone else buying the forwards, because Pep and Linders isn't the best person to pick forwards.
We need a forward
because he picked those 3.
That's what I'm saying. We need a forward. we need a forward who's more of a goal scorer forward. More, Diaz. I've always said, like, Diaz is 27, ain't he?
Yeah, 27.
How long are we meant to wait for Diaz to finally do what he's meant to be doing?
You know what? Virgil van Dijk scored the same amount of goals as Diaz.
There you go. So Virgil's got the same amount of goals as Diaz. There you go.
I'm just looking at Trent, because I think Trent might have as well. No, Trent's got 6.
This is what I'm saying. How many channels are going to talk about this? This is what there's not going to be a lot of Liverpool channels. I bet are bringing this up. Let's chat about it. This is what I've been saying. We need forwards. There's nothing wrong with saying this. The 3 players that we've bought the last 2 seasons, the 3 strikers, the 3 forwards, whatever you want to call them, that we bought the last 2 seasons, are not scoring enough goals. And the way Jurgen Klopp plays in this Liverpool team, your wingers are attackers. They're there to assist and score. That's what they're there to do.
But that's the thing about it. We're watching the game. I'm watching the game now, and is it like is that what they're there to do now? Because they're not doing it. They're clearly not doing it. So like
Maybe they're just not good enough.
what is the team about now? Is the team about having 36 shots from midfield? Is that what it's about? Because what we did today was we look like a team that have never played together, and everyone was trying to steal the glory. You know, it was like a 7-a-side game where everyone's trying to score a goal, like with your mates. You know what I mean? Because it was. You were like, why is he shooting there? Like, why isn't he passing the ball to the guy who's in the clear? Like, why isn't there a guy making a run beyond their defense? Because their defense are crap. Like they can't cope with the runners coming through midfield. But we're constantly all waiting around the edge of the box, just passing it around the edge of the box. No one making any runs in. I tell you, we play Jota today or Gapco, we win that game. We win that game. Like they make the runs in, they create the space for other people. Like they do things which are unselfish. Like what we seem to be today was selfish. We look like a selfish team, like in attack.
This
It's not going to win us the league.
This is what I keep saying. You know, Salah's our main striker. It's, you know, going on these numbers that K-Max just pulled up, it's very obvious our main striker is Mo Salah. Right? I'm happy with that because most teams only have one player who scores most of the goals. It's usually the way it works, and the rest of the team share it. So I've got no problem with that. But the rest of them are under par at the moment. They really are. We're not set up. If Salah was a number 9 going through the middle as a main striker doing these goals, we're probably sitting here with no issue. The problem is, Mo Salah's a right winger. Our main striker is Darwin Nunez. He's got number 9 on the back of his shirt. He plays through the middle. He's the one who gets on the end of crosses and has chances. His XG is up here. His goal tally is down here. When are we going to wake up? The man's XG, Darwin Nunez's XG, expected goals, is up here. His goal creation, the man he scores is down here. When we go have this conversation and stop protecting. This ain't an 18-year-old kid from the youth academy. He's not performing. He's got 4 Premier League goals this season. 4! And we're talking about Darwin Nunez. He has a lot of opportunities to score goals. He should have scored today instead of heading it to Salah. He didn't head that goal at all at the back post. He just headed it to Mo for some reason.
Mo scored one of them. Do you remember where he just nodded that straight in the corner? What game was that? Was that Fulham? It was a really important goal.
Yeah.
That's what he had to do. Just head the ball in the net, Nunez. Yeah. Like, you're a striker. Just head it. Like, he didn't even shoot today. He didn't even have, like, I need to look at his numbers again because I think he touched the ball 25 times. He makes me angry now.
And I don't mind Mo Salah.
What on earth was that yellow card for? Like, what Johnny Evans done to deserve that? To deserve him to just shove him in this? Like, he put himself on a yellow card like in the first 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh great, he's going to get sent off then. I miss Bobby. I really miss Bobby. Right, we used to moan about. Right, here's one thing, guys. A lot of Liverpool fans were starting to get fed up that Bobby Firmino didn't score goals. Yeah, we're starting to get fed up that Bobby Firmino didn't score goals. I'd have Bobby Firmino back in a heartbeat over Darwin Nunez. Bobby Firmino will always score more goals than Darwin. You know, when we won the Premier League that season, Bobby Firmino scored 9 goals, yeah? Because his whole game. The difference is, yeah, this is the difference. Oh my God.
We all know Bobby Firmino was a false 9. This is the difference. We all knew Bobby Firmino was a false 9. He weren't an out-and-out striker, and no one pretended otherwise. Every Liverpool fan was like, no, Bobby's a false 9. He's not there to score goals. Bobby Firmino was worried about his goal return and had a meeting with Jurgen Klopp. And Jurgen Klopp told Bobby Firmino to his face, "You're not in my team to score goals." That weren't Bobby's role. It weren't Bobby's role. Now we've turned that on its head, guys, and bought a striker from Benfica who's a striker who's meant to score goals. Darwin Nunez is not a false nine. He's a striker. He's meant to score goals. But
Right,
apparently,
can I give you his stats today? Because this was against Man United, by the way, who got absolutely stuffed at home, 3-0 by Bournemouth.
Solanke's got more.
And they're also playing loads of their players which wouldn't play because they've got just a huge amount of injuries. Okay, they're playing a 36-year-old centre back who's not good enough to be in the Premier League in Johnny Evans, and Rafael Varane, who literally can't run and just gets injured all the time. Yeah. Darwin Nunez had 22 touches today. That was even less, by the way. He had one shot and it was off target, and one shot that was blocked. He passed the ball 8 times. 8 times he passed the ball. And he was offside 3 times. He never won an aerial duel. Like, tell me what he does. Can you tell me what he does? Because he played for 78 minutes today against an absolutely terrible Man United team who literally just defended for their lives the whole game until about the 75th minute. He did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. Like, if he plays against Arsenal, then I really do need to be asking questions about the manager. Because for the last 3 games, he has been absolutely dreadful, and he's touched the ball less than 25 times. I think Ali's touched the ball more. Like,
Yeah,
it's just not good enough. It really is not good enough. Like, I can understand, like, if you're trying really hard and you're doing other things, but you're doing nothing. I mean, you're not even touching the ball. Like, what are you doing in the game? Like, I'm pretty sure Gapco touched the ball more, and he was on the pitch for like 15 minutes. And I'm just going to look now. Gapco touched the ball 25 times, and he came on. He played for 29 minutes, and he touched the ball more, and he had more passes, and he had more shots, and he wasn't offside. Wow.
This
Sorry.
is the difference. So Darwin has got, I think, the second most assists for Liverpool this season, yeah? And every one of them's been to Mo Salah. So that means Mo Salah has scored every single one of them. You can't say the same thing the other way around. This is the issue. Now, think of it like that. So if Darwin's got 7 assists this season for Liverpool, and all 7 assists have come from Mo Salah, it means Mo Salah scored all of them. I can't say that the other way around. It's not 100% record the other way around. So that's an issue. I mean, but the funny thing is,
he's a bench player for me. He is bench. I can see everyone saying in the chat, like, I think bench. But I also think, put it back on him. Like, come off the bench and show us how good you are, mate. But you're playing crap, and then you're being played again. Just like Gravenberch. Like, you're playing crap, but I'm going to give you another game. So
right.
How's that going to change the players' mentality when they're playing crap and they're still getting picked?
How many goals did Gakpo get in the Premier League last season coming from January?
Hell, I'm not now.
How many? So if we can work it out, because the way we play suits a false 9, because the way we play with Darwin don't do nothing. This is the problem. We don't want to have this conversation. Darwin was bought as a striker. He has scored 4 Premier League goals. 4. Honesty. Be honest with yourself, my friend. If Darwin Nunez played for Chelsea and they cost them 65 million and he only had 4 Premier League goals, you'd be laughing at them. By the way, the striker that plays for Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson, that we all think is crap and joke about, is outscoring Darwin Nunez in the Premier League this season.
And he is terrible, by the way.
In a disjointed Chelsea team,
He's a terrible player.
That is in a disjointed Chelsea team that don't know where they're coming or going. Has got more goals than Darwin Nunez this season.
So Gakpo's got 2 goals this season, but Gakpo's come off the. So Gakpo's played had 36 appearances this season, and he's got 2 goals, which is terrible.
Not good enough,
Which is terrible. Yeah. But he's been a substitute for 8 of them and 15 appearances. So he's got 2 goals in 15 appearances, and he's come off the bench 8 times. Last season, he got 7 goals in 21 games, but he was a sub for 4 of them. So he played more. So he scores more. And I've had this conversation with you before. Like, play Gakpo more. He will score more goals. Like, you're not playing him. So how's he going to score if you don't play him?
So
you know what I mean?
Got Gakpo last January.
Yeah.
So last season, Gakpo got 7 Premier League goals.
Yeah.
From January till the end of the season, and Darwin got 9 Premier League goals last season. It's just
like Gakpo.
There's something not right. There's something not right.
I mean, Gakpo's only had 21 shots. Like, he's only had 21 shots like this season. Like, he's had 6 on target.
The thing with Gakpo as well, he plays everywhere. He plays right wing, left wing, central midfield, and up front. So he's not versatile.
Got a settled place. Like, Nunez is settled. Like, he is settled. He is our number 9. Like, he is playing there all the time.
They're all shit right now. Let's just face it. That's a real conversation. Yeah. They're all crap. They're all cack. They're all doo-doo. Like, no one's really standing up going, I should play. Let's face it. You get all our forwards onto the pitch.
And it's
annoying. There's not one player who's saying who should play right now.
Isn't it really annoying?
Exactly. I can't give an argument for anyone right now. They're all cack. But Diaz seems to get away with it. I don't know why. Luis Diaz gets away with it. I have unless anyone in the chat can tell me why Luis Diaz gets away with it, I don't know. The man just runs in straight lines, and he can't even do that anymore. I don't understand why Luis Diaz gets away with any criticism. I understand Darwin Nunez, why he's liked. I really do. But he needs to do better. I think we can all agree with that. Even the people that back him knows he needs to do better. Gakpo needs to do better. But
the argument for Gakpo,
play 4 different positions.
Yeah, but the argument for Gakpo as well, mate, is last season he scored 7 goals. He only had 39 shots. Like he's good at taking his chances. Like, so give him more chances. It's as simple as that. It's like who do you want in front of goal right now? Like, I want Gakpo or Jota in front of goal right now. Like, I want those guys to be the ones that take the shots. If Salah's not taking them, then let it be them, because their numbers give you goals. Like, he missed 6 big chances last season. Like, that's the whole of last season. Like, Nunez has missed like about 18 already. Like, we're only halfway through.
I literally think Jota. I've been saying, I think this for a while now. I think Jota's the best finisher in the club.
Yeah, he is. He is.
And I think a game like today is where Jota it screams out, we miss Jota. Because Diaz is not threatening. Diaz is just not threatening. I wouldn't be scared of Diaz. He's not threatening. Darwin, you can understand why teams might be a bit frightened of him because his pace and his aggression.
I don't think they are now.
But more of his goals dry up. Yeah, exactly. And Salah, look, teams are always going to be scared of Salah. He's always going to be doubled up. That's just because he's Salah. But Jota would be a worry, because Jota, I've said this time and time again, Jota can ghost in a game, but then he gets 2 goals from nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the way he plays.
Like 4 goals, yeah, for Nunez. 2 against Newcastle, by the way. Let's just say he scored 2 in one game. 47 shots, 18 on target, 15 big chances missed. Like, it's hard it's hard to
Look
give
at
him
Ollie
any.
Watkins today. Look at Ollie Watkins today getting the winner.
Popped up with a winner. Could win them the league, that mate. You know, he's a big time player.
Villa are flying.
Big time player. He didn't he score for England as well, like recently as well. So you know he's doing it on all levels.
And
But
last
season, Nunez 9 goals, scored 3 goals with his head. By the way, so God knows why he didn't score today with his head. 84 shots, 37 on target, 20 big chances missed last season, and he hit the woodwork 5 times last season. He's hit the woodwork 5 times already this season, and he's missed 15 big chances. So he is actually worse than last season. Can we make that clear? Because the stats don't lie. According to the statistics, he's worse than last season.
Yeah, I think that I think Darwin was far better. I literally think Darwin was a better player last year. I was saying this. We changed the way Darwin plays, and it don't suit his game. See, last year, we just let Darwin raw. We just let Darwin play his game last year, and for me, Darwin was better. This season, we've decided to change Darwin's game around. He's now got a link-up play. He's now got to play with his back to goal. He's got to defend from the front. I don't want him doing any of that. I think even like honesty in the chat would just be saying as well, like, just let Darwin just be Darwin. Let him run into space. Let him get on the end of crosses. Don't worry about if you can link up the play. I don't give the shit if my striker can link up play. If my striker can score 20 goals a season, but he can't link up play, I don't care. I don't buy him to link up play. I bought him to put the ball in the net. That's what I bought a striker for. But we're like, no. We rather our striker not score goals, but link up play and defend from the front. It's just madness.
And I don't get it either, because when we switched the play in the second half, we played with Nunez and Salah up front as a 2, and we still did all the link-up play. Like, just go direct. Like, go direct. You've got Salah. You've got Trent there who can play direct passing. Like, just go direct. You'll get a goal. Like, Nunez will get you something. You just didn't do it. Like, I mean, this season, I mean, these numbers are like, I mean, you just talked about Jota being the best finisher. 4 goals, 22 shots, like 8 on target, 1 big chance missed. Like, he very rarely misses, like, and he doesn't get that many chances. But when he does, he scores. So why not put him in a place where he gets more chances, which is right up front? Like, Nunez gets all the chances. Like, just put Jota there. Like,
and with Darwin as well. If you watch Darwin at Benfica and if you watch Darwin at Uruguay,
put it in from the left.
He cuts in from the left, and they play at pace.
Yep.
Benfica was about directness, pace. Uruguay, they're about directness and pace. That suits Darwin's game. We now don't play that. We play with slow build-up play all through the middle, and then you got to link up at the top. 1-2s and all that. It's not Darwin's game. Darwin would be better at 1-2 touch passing, quick, incisive play, nice and wide, expansive football. But we don't play like that. So Darwin is going to struggle. It's as simple as that. And this is my worry about letting Darwin go. And I think that's why no one will sell Darwin Nunez, because the worry of selling Darwin Nunez is he goes to another club and he starts doing that. You sell Darwin Nunez to another club that plays more that expansive, quick flowing, more direct. He will start banging goals because he doesn't have to think about it. Darwin's weakness is when he has to think about it. And when you're doing link-up play and build-up play, it's not his strong point. And I think that's why Liverpool will be reluctant to sell him, because they sell him and he goes somewhere else and he starts lighting it up. Because I think he has got that ability. I think Darwin has got the ability to go somewhere and start banging in goals if they play to more his style.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not going to do that. That's just not the way we play.
It's not. So I was looking at assists.
Big up, Paul. I don't know what the coaches are teaching the players all week, mate.
Yeah. Diaz hasn't got any assists this season, by the way.
What has Diaz's assists like all since he's been at the club?
He hasn't got any assists this season. I'll tell you who has got. So Mo Salah's got 7. Nunez has got 5. Costas has got 3. Trent's got 2, Dom's got 2, Virgil's got 2, so it kind of just goes down like that.
Trent's
I'll
only
have a
got
look at
2 assists.
Huh?
Trent's only got 2 assists.
Yeah,
This
he's
is what
not.
I'm saying. It's the style
he's
of play we play.
Yeah, he's not being put in positions where he can
But then
assist.
saying that though, if you play Trent in midfield, I reckon he gets 10 goals a season.
Diaz got 2 assists last season.
Yeah, I'll give him a good credit. He was injured a lot last season, so I'll give him
Trent got 9, Salah got 12, Robbo got 4, Bobby got 4. Bobby played how many games last season? He didn't play many games last season. He got 4 assists. He was really high up on the goal scoring as well, wasn't he, last season? There's no point looking at Bobby's not with us anymore, but I do miss him.
It's what we're saying, honestly. It's the system, mate. It's the system don't suit him. That's why I said. That's why the club won't sell Darwin Nunez, because if he goes somewhere, we'll light it up.
84 shots Nunez had last season. 9 goals. Oh, sorry, 9 goals. That's not good enough. Sorry. That's not good enough.
Yeah, it's just... I'm getting to the point as well now that I don't trust Darwin, and I don't want to get to that point.
I think Salah's like that as well now, and it's starting to affect Salah.
The Arsenal game is massive, by the way, because of the drop points against United. Now, this Arsenal game is huge. And by the way, I watched Arsenal Brighton today, and I saw ways that Liverpool could hurt Arsenal, right? But if it's huge,
is Mac going to be back?
I don't know. Hopefully,
because that's going to be scary if we haven't got him.
Gravenberch's done his
Gravenberch's out with a hamstring. You know what? That's a blessing in disguise, by the way. I think that is actually that's going to change Klopp's formation, which means he may play Trent in midfield or he may play Curtis Jones, and I think that's a massive positive for us as a team, because Klopp was just going to play Gravenberch and Dominic Szoboszlai again, and they were just going to look like a pile of crap.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Do you know that Mac's our number 1 tackler this season with 31? You know that.
McAllister's been our best midfielder this season,
and Dom's got the same as Virgil, 22. And the interesting one, which I didn't think was that high, Virgil van Dijk's got 71 clearances this season. He has been absolutely incredible. And he's also our interception king as well with 23 this season. And so is Mac. Mac's got 17, same as Trent. Like, big players, mate. Big players. I was saying as well that like Dom could be like breaking into our our top players. I think it's Mac, to be fair, mate. I think it's Mac. I think Mac's been holding us together.
That's what I've been saying. Everyone keeps saying I'm wrong all the time. McAllister's been excellent for Liverpool. He really has. And we miss him when he don't play. Szoboszlai misses him badly. I don't think it takes a lot to get this team firing again. I really don't. This is the frustrating thing about it.
I agree.
I think this Liverpool team can start firing again very quickly. In fact, you just tweak a few things. I think this Liverpool team can fire against Arsenal if you just go back to basics. Just go back to basics. Don't do the inverting thing for one game. Let's go back and not do the inverting thing. Let's just have Trent as a right back, up and down, up and down. Let's get Tsimikas up and down the left back area. Then you play that midfield 3 across, yeah? And then you got that forward 3, and you take Darwin out of the game for a little bit, and you put Gakpo in the false 9 area, because when you play a false 9, he will drop deep, meaning Salah and Diaz then become inverted, sort of wide strikers almost. And you sort of like got a 1 behind 2 up front then. And you play a bit more expansive. Yeah, it could just turn on its head like that. It really could. This is what's so frustrating. We've got the players to turn this around real quickly, and we need to real quickly.
And that's the thing. We didn't have the players. We had a really rigid system and a rigid team in the past, but now we've got a team that's flexible, that can change things, and can play in a number of positions. but we're playing them in the places where they're not going to get the best out of them. Like, it's just not going to work. Like, clogging the whole park up in the middle is just not working. Like, we need to be more expansive. We need to be faster, by the way, because we are so slow right now. Like, we are that slow that we put the Liverpool fans to sleep, and I didn't hear us sing in that game. Like, what is going on there?
Before you came on, I was saying I almost fell asleep at half time. In that first half, I was like this. It was so hard to stay awake watching that game because there's no. I was like,
it's funny as well because, like, if I wasn't talking about the game afterwards, I probably would have switched the bloody thing off because it was that bad. And like my phone was like my phone was like lighting up, you know, because like I've got the Premier League app on there, and it might have been a couple of minutes ahead. It was like lighting up, and I was like, "There's no way we've scored like off this." And then I look at it and be like, "No, we hadn't."
I would just.
We were so bad today.
We don't take our chances.
Still got
and
a
this
point.
is the problem. I was just looking at some things there about other Liverpool channels saying like, we had so many chances. One person said, "So did we?" I mean,
where?
From corners,
where and when?
From set pieces, maybe.
Yeah, but from our set pieces, like, we didn't put a corner on their keeper. Like, why on earth did we not put a corner on top of their keeper? He's crap.
And if we did have so many chances, then we got to talk about the front line, ain't we? So we can't have it either way. Like, if we did have so many chances and the front lines have got an issue, we've already spoke about it. Gakpo, since we've signed them 2 years ago, Diaz, Gakpo, and Darwin Nunez have got 33 Premier League goals. Mo Salah's got 31 in them same 2 years, and Jota's got 15.
And Mo Salah hasn't played well in those 2 years, by the way.
And that's the issue. That's the issue. Jota and Salah
was injured
are far
like a year.
away. Yeah. And Jota was injured for a year. Jota and Salah are far and away our best forwards. It's embarrassing. They're far and away our best forwards. There's no goal.
I mean, at this rate, I think Quansah's got a decent hit on him. Put him up there. Like that finish from the edge of the box. Yeah, put him up front.
After 15 minutes, Liverpool run out of ideas.
It was
run out of
weird.
ideas. The first 15 minutes was mad. Big up, Dean. Much love, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just.
It could have been different though. Like if that shot by Trent would have gone in,
that's a beautiful effort.
Game over. It would have been beautiful. Yeah, it would have been beautiful, wasn't it? It would have been game over. That's it. That's it. And I would have been fine with that, by the way. Like I'll win that game 1-0. Like just get it done. Like, but like
we can still have this same conversation we're probably having now, but we're a bit more happier. But the same. I'm telling you what, I'm really liking Gomez at right back. Every time Gomez comes on and plays right back, he always looks our best player. He looks like our best player. Every time he comes on and plays right back.
He had a big chance as well. He had a big chance today. I thought he was going to score the winner.
Fell to the wrong man.
Wrong guy. Give that to Trent. That would have been in the corner.
If we go play, I've been saying this as well. If you go play Trent in midfield, you've got to play a Trent-esque player at right back. And I'm not saying Gomez is obviously a Trent-esque player, but Gomez can get forward and cross the ball and pass the ball. Gomez looked good at right back. He came on against Palace and was a man of the match for us, I believe, at right back.
Yeah, he was,
Yeah, and then he came on today and looked fucking good at right back again. This ain't a coincidence, guys. Gomez is good at right back. Trent is good in midfield. Just do it. Then you go back to a back four. Gomez isn't inverting. He's just a right back going up and down and can defend. And he's got pace. He's quicker.
And Canate will look like the player we signed.
He's quicker in Trent as well. Gomez can cover the ground. Play Gomez at right back and stick Trent in midfield. Because Trent can get hold of the ball and do things with it. I honestly believe Trent scores at least 10 goals for midfield for Liverpool.
Absolutely.
He's so good at ball striking.
He
He's
is.
go to score goals. And if he's not going to score goals, he's going to deliver some disgusting passes that maybe Darwin needs to get onto. Maybe Trent playing behind Darwin might be something he needs. It just try
It's
it.
obvious. Is that the word? Obvious.
Yeah.
It's so fucking obvious, mate, to watch. Like, we're sat there looking at Canate going, oh my God, his hamstrings are going to go. He's having to do so much running. Play Gomez there. Play Gomez on the right and put Trent in midfield. You're doing it anyway in the second half. And we're looking like a different team.
It's
Just
like
play
Klopp,
it.
It's like Klopp actually wants to do it.
But he won't do it.
It's like he
But he
wants
won't do
to
it.
do it, but he won't do it. So Joey is at right back. Who's our midfielder? Mac, Trent, Szoboszlai, Endo, Mac, Trent. Oh, well, no Gravenberch now.
Well, you could still play Mac as the DM. He's been really good at it. Like,
yeah.
You've got Trent there as well.
I would probably play McAllister, Trent, and Szoboszlai. That'd be my man. I'd play Trent in the right hand side of the midfield three, Szoboszlai in the left hand side of the midfield three, and McAllister as the DM. That's what I'll play. Gravenberch is out of hamstring now.
Team. That is such a good midfield.
Because Trent can Trent can get hold of the ball in midfield. Like I've been just saying earlier in the show, if we want to keep playing out from the back in this slow pedestrian way we're playing, we have got the best player in our team right now to pick the ball up off the defenders and swivel on it and play lovely balls into feet, play it into the gaps, play it over the top, drill passes forward. Trent's your man. Trent can run. Trent can get forward. Trent can shoot. He's a great ball striker. It just seems obvious right now. And with Gravenberch injured, then you can do that for me. And then when Thiago comes back, Thiago comes back, you probably can go back to Trent inverting at right back. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Then Trent and Thiago could make that double pivot, and then McAllister and Szoboszlai can get further forward. And then Trent and then Thiago.
I don't want inverted. I just don't want inverted, mate. I've never been a fan of it. Like, I don't think we've been great with it. I think we've been better when we've changed tactics in the second half. Like, even in this game today, like, we look better in the second half. Like, we changed tactics. Like, we moved Trent into midfield and played with the box. Like, and it flipped the game on its head.
Do you know what's weird? Trent inverting, we have only lost one game in the Premier League with Trent being into inverted right back. I think it's now like 34 games or something like that. We played with Trent at inverted right back. We've only lost one game, but I don't think we've performed well.
No.
In that whole time when Trent inverts, I think it ruins the rhythm of the team. So
but he has changed. But he has changed the formation in the game. So we probably didn't win all. We probably didn't win all those games. Actually playing that all the way through. Like, I mean, I've got to shoot, mate. Okay, but great show, mate, and big up all the chat. And Arsenal. God, yeah, I'm shitting myself now.
Exactly.
I mean, they looked really good against Brighton. They did.
They did, man.
But Brighton could have got the equaliser, mate. They had a really big chance.
Well, Brighton didn't come alive till the last 5 minutes.
They could have nicked a 1-1. Like, they really could have nicked a 1-1. You know, like I said in the chat, mate, it's going to come down to those 5 players again. It's going to come down to Ali, Virgil, Salah, and Trent, and possibly Mac. For me, like, they're the ones that they have a really good game. We've got a chance.
Yeah, exactly.
Gross did miss a sitter.
Yeah, he should have scored, man.
He got a yellow card straight afterwards because he was pissed off.
Yeah. I just saw someone say Gakpo will probably play midfield. That is probably what's going to happen, which is...
Yeah, I know. It isn't what we want.
Yeah.
Because he needs to play up front really. Like take Nunez out. Take Nunez out. I mean, for me, like I'd probably put Elliot in for Diaz now. Like, you know, we're kind of running out of ideas now.
We're going to finish up on that, guys. But what I'm going to say before we all go is that there's positives to take out this season. We are second in the league, 1 defeat. There is issues with our performances right now, and the attack ain't scoring goals. And we've got to look into actual genuine reasons why that's not happening. There is a reason why our forwards are not scoring. Our style of play is a bit subdued at the moment. It's a bit boring. It's very slow. All this needs to improve. But with the players we got at our disposal, I do believe we can change it like a switch. But it is to be seen. It is to be seen. But guys, thank you very much for all joining us on this Sunday evening. We do appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Don't forget to go and like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe to K-Mac's channel as well. You know what to do, guys. Thank you very much for coming on. We do appreciate it. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a match. I'll be doing a player rating show tomorrow sometime. So thank you very much. Anything else you want to tell me, leave comments below. Bye-bye for now. See you later, guys.